I made a terrible, terrible mistake. You know the plane that went down, Flight 197? I'm responsible. The investigation's gonna tie it back to the company. I'm gonna go to prison for the rest of my life if I'm lucky. They're gonna freeze all of our assets, and you're gonna have to raise Daniel alone under a cloud of disgrace. Life, as we know it, Victoria, is over. No matter how much we try to escape our past, we seem destined to repeat it. Are you okay?
Of course not. What we did was despicable.
But necessary, you know that. I love you, Victoria.
I know that too. Why do we have to do that?
We're still in love with him.
I just left Victoria. She's in quite a state.
State of suspended animation. It's perverse, don't you think? Destroy a man you love and then weep for him eternally.
Ew, get a room, you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry, Charlie. I didn't see you sneaking in.
Didn't see you sneaking out last night either, Charlotte.
I went over to Tracy's, told you I was going before you went to bed.
No, you didn't.
Mom, you're too young and too pretty to be this senile.
Remind me to buy her a cat bell.
I'll let her have a little fun. She got straight A's this year.
No one's accusing her of being stupid.
Just curious as to why you're angrier today than you were yesterday. We can go to Paris for a few days, you know, whatever you like. I want to make this right.
Then you never should have slept with my best friend.
I'm gone, what, 2 days, and Daniel's off the wagon. How'd you let that happen?
I had my hands full. Perhaps you can tell me where your hands have been. Drowning in lies, all of us. Not even our children could escape the wreckage from this arrangement.
Arrangement? You mean our marriage?
This isn't a marriage, and I'm not sure it ever was.
Clearly not for you. Ever. I remember the way you used to look at David Clarke. You have never, not once, looked at me like that. Not before, and certainly not after.
You have never given me reason to.
Well, perhaps I should count myself as lucky. I mean, look what happened to him.
Get out!
With pleasure. And you didn't think to mention it?
Amanda,
If she's indeed David's daughter, I want to look her straight in the eye before I consult it with you. So far, I'm not impressed. All I can see is a pretty girl with cheap shoes and limited social graces.
Sounds like someone I once knew.
Which by any court's definition would qualify as duress.
Duress. Marrying me was the best thing that ever happened to that woman. A, you accept the pittance I'm prepared to offer you in exchange for avoiding a trial. Or B, we take this to court, and it becomes common knowledge that Charlotte is the daughter of the most hated man in America, meaning you had a torrid love affair with a terrorist.
David Clarke was no terrorist, and he was twice the man you ever were.
Well, you're gonna have a very hard time convincing the rest of the world of that, so what's it gonna be, Victoria? A or B?
I did everything you asked for. And now you're prepared to throw your children to the wolves and leave me with nothing, all because of your wounded pride?
You know, that laugh of yours is probably my most favorite sound in the whole wide world.
as long as I have you, there's nothing I can't handle.
Listen, he doesn't know what really happened with David Clarke. Murder and terrorism weren't his only crimes. What happened wasn't Mom's fault.
Is that the story you're spinning these days? Astonishing the lengths you'll go to for self-preservation.
Not another word, Conrad. I am warning you.
You said that you could handle anything as long as you have me. Well, you have me always. And it's time you know the truth. David Clarke isn't just Amanda's father, he's your biological father as well.
I will never forgive you for this.
And I'll never forgive you for inviting that bastard into our bed.
She didn't invite him, Dad. It's not what happened.
No, that's exactly what happened, Daniel. Whatever you think you know, that man never attacked your mother. And it wasn't just one night. It was an ongoing affair.
Divorced, but living under the same roof.
At least it's 20,000 square foot roof. It's not like we'll be tripping over each other.
24,000. Oh, how the hell did we get here?
I believe it's called the domino effect. You know, one move begets another, and then before you know it,
They all fall down.
that girl just might be Grayson material after all. You finally showed up this morning in last night's clothes.
I don't see how that's any business of yours.
I am fully aware that our living arrangement is just for show, but if you're bent on having an affair...
It's not an affair if we're divorced.
That's beside the point. You need to be careful, whatever or whomever you're doing. You better damn well be discreet about it.
Or you'll what? Reveal more of our secrets?
The fact that either of our children find themselves in harm's way rests squarely on your shoulders, not mine.
Or do you want to just excise me like you did to the last man she loved? Oh, she told me what you did to David Clarke.
She told you what I did?
What you both did.
Yeah, well, eventually you would have learned that Victoria's word is about as authentic as the paintings you forged. But to answer your question, no, I'm not here to excise you. So if you really want to finalize Victoria's shame, I could have her arrested for knowingly brokering forged classics. Or you could do the noble thing, leave nothing behind but my wife.
You know, you might want to leave before I break every one of the 14 bones in your face.
You have a collect call from...
Your worst nightmare.
Stop harassing me. You won't get a penny from us.
Get me out of this or get ready, lady. Because if I'm going down, I'm taking you down with me. Straight to hell where you belong.
You threaten me and my children again, and I will go straight to the police.
What on God's earth have you done, Victoria? So let me get this straight. You paid a thug to have our son beaten up in prison and then what, strong-arm a juror when this guy could have been the very reason Daniel's even on trial in the first place? You have really lost it, you know that? Did it even occur to you how much you've risked both our lives and Daniel's with this? This will be the second mess of yours I've had to clean up in one day.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. Why don't you go and ask your artist friend? Not that I expect you'll find him. I mean, once a fraud, always a fraud. Isn't it right, Victoria?
Stay away from him!
No problem there. He's long gone by now. And if I'd known you were such a masochist, I'd have volunteered to rub this salt in your wounds myself. Oh, come on. Where's the witty repartee?
If you're expecting me to reveal so much as a wince of pain at the hands of your emotional torture, you can forget it.
Color me disappointed.
Don't be, Conrad. When I choose to react, you'll know it. And I guarantee that you'll not just regret each and every one of your petty little torments, but that the suffering you so glibly spread around will come back at you tenfold. You look good, Conrad.
And you look like a demonic succubus. Please allow me to invite you to leave.
But I need you to stop demonizing me and lionizing your father. Both of you.
So what game are we playing?
We're playing I Like But I Need. It's fun, you'll see.
Victoria. You know, believe it or not, I actually like your spirit of self-preservation. Always have, in fact. And I thoroughly appreciate how much you have challenged me at every turn throughout the course of our spectacular failure of a marriage.
Mr. Grayson,
because
that's
it
not...
has taught me how to see right through you. And as for what I need from you, well, by gosh, all I really need is for you to come to your anemic senses.
I like that you suspect me, predictable as you are. But I need you to know that others have been betraying you as well, even while warming your bed.
What have you done now?
Nothing I wouldn't do again.
This is hopeless. Nothing in this house is ever gonna change. The only way out of it is to leave.
Bravo, Conrad. That display of yours should go miles towards helping Charlotte's recovery. It's time for the truth to finally come out. Your father had David Clarke murdered!
Well, he must have had a damn good reason. I'm not denying he's done terrible things, but so have you. At least he can always say it was in the interest of protecting his family.
Oh, believe what you must, Daniel. I have done some heinous things in my life. But now I have the chance to right a terrible wrong. And nothing and nobody, not even you, my darling son, will stand in my way. Do you understand?
Has getting retribution ever made you feel better about yourself?
Yes, when the other party deserved it.
And if they didn't?
Then you forgive yourself and you move on. The quicker, the better.
I'm fully aware that I have squandered any goodwill that you have ever felt for me, but I implore you, think of our children, of their future. If you refuse to testify, they may still have one. Well, you have a moral obligation as a parent.
You come into my house and you preach morality? I know that you ordered David Clarke's murder. Do not deny it.
If you board that plane, it's gonna be the last thing that you do.
Then I guess I'll see you in hell.